everyone, how are y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of Tearama with Deborah, where I discuss my favorite dramas. And today I'm going to be doing a review of Evernight, which finished airing I think 2 weeks ago also, but I've been really busy, so I haven't really had the time to actually make my final review. I know I did a first impression. I'll put a link down below. You can go check it out if you really don't want like to know how I feel at the end. You just want to know how I felt at the beginning, then go check out my first impression. And even if you haven't checked out my first impression but you're watching this, make sure you check it out when you're done with this so you see the difference in opinions. Alright, so we're gonna be talking about Evernight. Without further ado, grab your mugs, grab your tea mugs, and come along with me on this journey as we talk about Evernight. Let's go. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, when I do my reviews, I normally look down at my notes so I don't forget the important points that I really wanted to touch on. And without further ado, let's start. So Evernight is a drama starring Irene Song, Authur Chen. You may know him from Superfruit, Chris Son, who is actually in Zhang Bingbing's new drama with Irene. Hong, you may know him from Rise of the Phoenix. Chi Che-chin, you may know him from what's it called, Princess Agents. Andy On and Tong Yao, you may know her from Rui's Royal Love in the Palace, or even this currently airing drama, what's the name? The one starring Yang Shuo and Wang Kai. I've forgotten the name, but I'll put a name down below when I'm editing and the name comes to mind. But she's in that drama also. Now I'm gonna go give you a summary and then we'll go into what I thought about this drama after the 60 episodes which this drama consists of. 12 years back, Yiren destroyed the demon sect to prevent them from stepping into the heavenly god's territory. And in Yiren, elsewhere in Yiren, the grand priest of Yiren's immortal shrine, Wei Guanming, was convinced that the eternal night was coming and that the son of his who would bring it upon the world was in General Lin Guanyan's family. And so he conspired with a number of bigwigs. I don't want to tell you who, so I don't spoil it for you, but he conspired with a number of bigwigs in the Tang Empire to massacre the entire family. And he does that in a night. And when he does that, one young boy named Ning manages to escape and survive in the wilds through his wits, his survival skills, and his fighting skills. Now, on his way in the wilds, he finds this baby beneath corpses covered by a black umbrella, and he takes this baby, realizes this baby is a female, and names the baby Sang Sang. Together they grow up. She sees him as her young master and he sees her as his maid. And as they grow up, they realize that Sang Sang has this strange illness where she's always internally cold. And so to keep her warm, they come with this solution of always having her drink wine to keep her warm. Now, Ning and Sang Sang become inseparable, and everywhere they go, they take that black umbrella with them. Ning craves to learn how to cultivate because he wants to get revenge for the general's family and the massacre that happened, and he wants to also know who were the people behind it. There's only one problem though with him wanting to learn how to cultivate, and that is that his acupoints that needs to be opened in order to learn how to cultivate were blocked. So each time he met a martial artist master and he begs them to take him under their wings, they refuse to take him under their wings, though they recognize that he's a really good person, he can fight and all, but they refuse to take him under their wings because his acupoints are blocked and he can never learn to cultivate. At least that's what they always told him. And so he refuses to accept that. He refuses to accept, and that's one thing I really love about Minzue. He always always refuses, like there's a saying, if everyone dies, Ningzue will survive, because Ningzue refuses to die. So he refused to accept everything they were saying and what the so-called heavens had destined for him, and kept fighting to try and learn to cultivate and to be accepted by a master. Now, a number of years later, the Princess Linyu, the daughter of the Tang Emperor, escapes from her husband's tribe. Her husband died, and the tradition of the tribe is when the husband dies, you kill the wife and bury them together, bond them together, so you can't blame the lady for running away. So she runs away with the son of one of the wives of that tribesman, the king that died, and she runs back to her kingdom, and they chase after her. On the way, people try to kill her. People from the Tang Empire and people from her husband's kingdom try to kill her, and so she takes Ningzue to, or someone gives Ningzue to her, someone who Ningzue sees as a father gives Ningzue to her to take her safely to Tang Empire, because like I said, if everyone dies, Ningzue will survive. So he was the best person to take her back to the Tang Empire, and it worked for him because the Tang Empire houses the Tang Academy, which is led by Fuzi, the world's number one martial artist. Like, he is seen as the number one. No one can be before him. He literally has the ability to remove kings and choose the kings that will rule the world. So he wanted to go to the Tang Academy and become one of the disciples under Fuzi. So he agrees to go with Princess Liu to the Tang Academy with Sang Sang, and so they leave on the journey to the Tang Academy, and he travels back to the capital, the Tang capital with her, and together him and Sang Sang embark on various wondrous adventures as they meet many hostile forces that gather around them and try to take their lives, and they realize that many of the people that they see are not as they appear to be. Like, the people who they think as are friends might not really be their friends, and the people who they see as foes might not really be their foes. Now we're met with this question: is Ningzue really the son of Hades? Can he finally one day learn how to cultivate? Is he the one that was sent to destroy the world, or is he actually the one that saves the world? What is the secret behind Sang Sang's illness and the black umbrella, and who really is Sang Sang? All this and more are the things that we explore in this drama, in the middle of plots, schemes, manipulations and machinations, and that is what makes this drama sweet and awesome. Alright, so now that we're done with the summary, let me tell you what I really loved about this drama. This is one drama throughout 2018 and even into 2019, because the drama kind of leaked into 2019. Not like they leaked it out, but I mean it entered into 2019, and I never actually got bored of this drama, not once. Like, there were weeks where, coupled with like work and everything, or even school, I had to take a break from the drama and go like focus on assignments and work stuff and things like that. But each time that I came back, like after 2 weeks, or the real reason why I actually took those breaks is because I felt like the episodes that were released in a week were not enough, and I wanted to have like enough episodes to just binge watch and stuff. And each time I left like 2 weeks, and that happened I believe just twice or once where I did that. But when I did that, coming back to the drama was not a hassle. It was very easy to get back into the drama, take off where I left off, and still be as obsessed as I was about it before taking that break, which is really not easy to see with a drama, especially the fact that I actually went back to it, because there are times where I really like a drama, but once I take that break to do something else, another drama just interests me and I totally forget about that drama. Well, I'm not sure if it's maybe because no other really good to the level of Evernight dramas were airing, or Evernight was just really, really good, or it was a combination of both factors. But I definitely always could come back to Evernight, even like weekly, and take up where we left off and still be as crazed, obsessed about it as I was in the beginning. So that was something really, really amazing that I liked about this drama. Now let's go to the number one thing that I really, really love about this drama, the cast. I absolutely love the cast. Like, thinking about it, there's gonna be a season 2, and I feel like I should just throw this out there before I even really dig into this. There's gonna be a season 2 of Evernight, and Authur Chen is not coming back as our male lead. It's going to be taken over by Wang. You know Darren from the Boys Over Flowers, the recent Boys Over Flowers that was just released, Meteor Garden that was just released and stuff. And at first I like, for me, like I said, the cast of this drama, I really can't see anyone else playing Ning than Chen Feiyu. So this is really gonna be something he'll have to work at, convincing me that he is the best fit for Ning or second best fit for Ning, or he's an equal standing with Chen Feiyu for Ning. But I'm really interested to actually see. At first, I really didn't want anyone to take it but Chen Feiyu, but I think I've had time to actually come to terms with the fact that he's not gonna be in season 2 and it's gonna be someone else. But that someone else just don't let me down, if you get where I'm coming from. But one thing I really love about this drama is the cast. I absolutely love how from the main leads to the veterans, each character, even the minor ones, felt like they were placed wherever they were placed for a reason. Like, they weren't just placed there to further the story. There was something that they were bringing to the table, and I really, really appreciated that. I absolutely loved watching the natural chemistry between Authur and Irene's character, Ningzui, and Shenshan's character. The chemistry was so natural and so comfortable that at times it didn't feel like I was even watching a drama. It just felt like I was literally watching the reality of their life. Like, this is literally real and this is how they're living, if that makes sense. It was so natural, the chemistry between them, and not even like, I'm not even talking about like sexual chemistry, because I know when people say chemistry, that's the first thing your mind goes to. Minus the sexual part of it all, just the chemistry of both characters merging well together was really, 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 really nice. I also love how everyone got like enough screen time that it wasn't done too much, or it's over or superseded that of the leads. Like, everyone got the right allotment of screen time that was what's the word, that was right for them, in a way that it wasn't too much that it annoyed me, or too little that it wasn't well balanced. So I really like how the screen time was well balanced. I mean, yeah, there were times where there were certain characters who came on the screen, especially towards the ending, like Longzin and stuff, and I was just done with him. And it's not that the screen time was too much, but I just couldn't stand the character anymore. That each second they got a screen time was like torture for me. Like, why am I being punished to watch this? What did I do to deserve watching Longzing that I give no two F's about and stuff? So yeah, that was the only thing, if I'm gonna say, like in terms of screen time and stuff. So if you're like looking at the screen time was good. The only reason you may have issue with the screen time is because you really don't like the characters or that part of the storyline, and you just want to go back to the people that you actually love. Like I said, the whole Longzing act at the end was that for me. Something else that I definitely loved is the acting of the cast. Chen Feiyu, who did at 18, did a really good job of playing Ning Zui. Yes, he's not the best actor in the world. Yes, his emotional scenes need more work, but he definitely made his Ning Zui character so convincing. Like I said in the beginning, that I'm finding it hard to see how anyone else could play Ning Zui that good. If he plays it that good, then you've really convinced me of how good of an actor you are, because I am so sold out on Ning's way that for someone else to actually come and make me feel okay with the character and do a pretty damn good job too, that will really show your strength as an actor to actually convince me, the audience, of your acting. So I'm actually really looking forward to that. But I really like the acting in this. He played Ning Zui, played by Chen Feiyu, did a good job playing the shameless, quick-witted Ning Zui. Song Yiren was also absolutely amazing. She was the perfect casting in terms of not just the character itself and how she was acting, but in terms of the height, because that also, will I say enunciated? Is that the word? Or enhanced the whole childlike feel to the character and innocence of Sang Sang. Song Yiren did a really good job of showcasing that loyalty to her master, the childlike purity of Sang Sang. She was so pure that her heart was so pure that it truly shined through the screen. Like, even without us knowing or seeing that light aspect of her, she did a good job of portraying how her character was just so innocent and pure and trustworthy and loyal, and I just loved that about Song Yiren's portrayal of the character Sang Sang. Something else I definitely loved is that you could see that purity not just in her actions but also in her expression. So yeah, Song Yiren did a damn good job acting the role of Sang Sang, and you'd actually buy into the fact that she's actually a young age Sang Sang. Meanwhile, the real character, like the real actress Song Yiren, is 25 years old in real life. It's so amazing how they did a really good job of selling Song Yiren as a younger person and Ning Zui as an older person than Sang Sang, when in real life it's the opposite and stuff. Song Yiren is older than Chen Feiyu, who's 18, so it's kind of interesting. Something else that I definitely love about this drama is that the romance between the two of them is so subtle and extremely subtle and different. So different that some might actually feel weird when the two characters actually get together. And yes, they do get together because they are our main leads in this drama. I know all of you were wishing for Ning Zui to end up with Mo Shanshan, but that's something else I'm gonna come into in a little bit. We have to blame that on the writer for why so many people were on Mo Shanshan's side, and I'll come into that in a little bit. But I definitely like how subtle the romance was for them, and I like how they were comfortable with each other and I didn't feel like they were acting. So I definitely like that about the romance. Like, there wasn't really any time that there was anything too sexual, like they were kissing and French kissing or anything like that throughout this drama. Just throwing that out there for you. If you're expecting to go into this drama waiting for like a French kiss, you ain't gonna get it. Just give up right now. Maybe in season 2, but as the season 1 goes, they're nothing like that. And I like that there isn't anything like that, because Sang Sang, no matter how you look at it, Sang Sang is still a child, and that showed in certain parts of the drama, like the part where she didn't want to go back home and stuff, and Ning Zui was trying to get her back. For those of you who watched the drama, you get what I mean. She was really childish there, and that's when it really dawns on you, like, oh my gosh, Sang Sang is actually really a child and stuff. But I did like the romance and how subtle it was. So subtle that you might have actually missed it, like I said, but I'll come into that in a little bit. Something else I like is that about this drama is that each side character is memorable. You know how you go into a drama, most like Wuxia dramas or Xianxia dramas, and only like the main leads and like maybe their assistants and stuff are the ones who you remember. But in this drama, you literally remember every single person, even if that person was just in this drama just for a fight scene or like just to further a goal, and they appeared just once, but you remember them clearly, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that guy that came just for that scene where Ning Zui and her girl second brother or brother Chow fought and stuff. Or I remember that one guy who's always standing on the boat and stuff. You remember the little characters that normally you don't care about. So I really love that about this drama. Something else I loved about this drama in terms of the side characters are the academy disciples. First brother who will literally whoop anyone's ass that dares to touch Ningzui, and always has Ningzui's back. He's always worried about Ningzui, trying to plan ahead for Ningzui. Our second brother, who we know absolutely loves Ningzui and Sang, but doesn't really do a good job of expressing it and doesn't know how to praise people, but you know he's like the #1 shipper of Ningzui and Sang, and he always has Ningzui's back but in hiding. Our third sister, who literally makes you go through hell hell to bring out the best in you, or the twins and their music, or 8th sister, or even Chen Feiyu, 12th brother. Like, all the academic disciples grow on you. You grow to love them and care about them, and you're not simply just there for being there. They actually did bring something to the table, like the time where Ningzui was going to go look for the heavenly book. They all gave him something that was important, or one way or another throughout the story they added something that he needed in order to grow and stuff. So that's one reason why I really like the academic disciples. Normally in dramas where you see like such a discipleship, let's use for example 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, which we all love and think it's the best drama ever. But in terms of 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, the Kunlun disciples, not all of them stood out. I could legit name who and who stood out in 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, but you can't remember every single disciple and what they brought to the table. Only like senior brother, ninth brother, you remember like the little ones that you can pick out and stuff, 16 and things like that. But in this drama, every single disciple is memorable, and you leave this drama remembering each and every one of them. You may not remember their names, but you remember what they did and what they brought to the table. And that's what I really like about this drama, that they actually made the side characters also stand out and not just our main leads, which is nice because you then grow to love other characters and be introduced to new actors and actresses that you would otherwise have never really cared for or known. Something else I love about this drama is how even when they redeemed certain characters, it didn't seem forced. You know how dramas, like at the end of a drama, they always try to redeem this evil character, like, oh, she had this reason why she was evil the way she was, and now she's asking for forgiveness, so we forgive her and everything's back to normal. No, it ain't. And stuff. And that's what I love about this drama, that the ones who could not be redeemed were not redeemed, and they made sure that we didn't feel so much pity for them, that we forgave them and felt like, okay, I understand why they were doing. Yeah, we understood why they were doing, but it didn't, like, while we understood why you were doing what you were doing, it didn't justify the actions, if that makes sense. Enough for us to be like, okay, we forgive you, we'll let it go, let's move on with our lives and become friends again. No, we don't roll like that. And that's one thing I really like about this drama. They didn't force the redemption on us. They took us through the journey of the redemption, so that at the end of the day, if there was a drama that was if there was a character that was redeeming himself or herself, we understood the redemption, even if we didn't 100% forgive them and let everything they had done go. So that's something else I really like about this drama. Now let's talk about the writing / the story. Every night has lots of plots. And when I say lots of plots, it has lots of plots. But these plots were all slowly solved one by one. Now, what's really bad or good? It's one thing that I loved about the writing of the story, or the story itself. The question of, is bad really bad and is good really good, which makes me remember Legend of the Flower and stuff. But basically, this drama challenges your thinking of, not everyone who is bad might, or who you think is bad, might actually be bad. Or the people who are bad, like, but they might actually have some good in them, or like bad is subjective and stuff. So I really like how they made us think, like in terms of the demon tribe, who when you hear demons, obviously you think they're bad. That's like normal, but this drama actually made us challenge that, and the character of Ningzue made us challenge that, like, why are demons bad? Who says they're bad? And they're just bad just because you feel like they're bad, and the people who claim to be the light and who claim to be good, are they actually really good, or is their self-entitlement making them think that they're good when they're actually not good, and their self-entitlement is blinding them from seeing that they ain't actually all that and they ain't actually good? And if we're being sincere, they're the actual demons and the demons are the actual light. So I really like how this drama challenged our thinking and our preconceived, will I say, notions and theories of what exactly is good and what exactly is bad, so that when we went into this drama, while we were all suspicious and thinking that the demons were bad people, they may or may not actually be bad people, and it may have just been like a collective theory in the world of them being bad, and the people who are supposed to be the light and the good people may not actually have been the light or good people. It's just the preconceived notion / theory of the world that they're good, and they might actually not be good and may have been putting up a facade. So it was really interesting how they dissected and worked on that what will I say, theory of what really is bad and what really is good. That's something else I really liked about this drama. Something else about the writing of this drama is that while I started out confused, I was hooked. Like I said in my first impression, this is a drama that I feel like the writer could have done better. She did a really good job in the writing, but she could have done better, because there are things that happen. Like I said in the beginning of this drama, I started this drama confused, but it was so good that I was willing to be confused while trying to solve the intricacies and the secrets and how everyone was linked. But she could have still written it in such a way that I wasn't confused in the beginning. I understood everything, and as we went along, things were also solving itself, if that makes sense. So that's something that the writing, was good, but I feel she could have done better. Another example of that is the whole Mo Shanshan arc. Like, Mo Shanshan didn't need a long time, hence creating a ship, because she was given so much screen time. But there was a certain arc when we got to the Mo Shanshan arc that she was given so much screen time and so much was added to her story that everyone started thinking, okay, is this Ningzue's love life, or is Sang Ningzue's love life? And I can understand why there was this war between people, like ships, between the Shanshan ship and the Mo Shanshan Sang ship and the Mo Shanshan ship, because the character, the writer had done such a good job of portraying Shanshan and Mo Shanshan and Ningzue's relationship in the adult sense, while for Sang, it was so, the relationship, like I said, was so weird, especially the whole dynamics with how he brought her up, that when it became time for us to believe that Ningzue actually really loved Sang, the writer didn't do a great job like she could have done and she had the potential of doing, to convince us that Ningzue really loved Sang, and instead left certain people feeling like Ningzue was just with Sang because Sang is his life, and without Sang he can't really survive and stuff, if that makes sense. And not because he actually loves her, but more of because he needs her, if that makes sense, which is something that I really didn't like, because it felt like he wanted Mo Shanshan but he needed Sang, and I wanted the writer to make it that he both wanted and needed Sang Sang, and later we saw that. But what I'm saying is, during that whole conflict of who is he going to choose, the writer didn't do a great job of portraying why Ningzue and Sang Sang were meant to be. And that was worsened by that scene where he went to her father's house to get, and this is like a minor spoiler for people who haven't watched the drama, he went to Sang Sang's parents' home to get Sang Sang to come back home when Sang Sang left home. And when he went to get Sang Sang back, Ningzue was literally beating, no, I ain't even kidding, he like literally beats Sang Sang up. And I know how a lot of people might see that as, okay, this dude is being abusive, but in their weird relationship, it also feels like a senior brother just beating some sense into his little sister, which makes the whole dynamics of their supposed romance even much more weird. That's why, like, in my first impression, I said they have the weirdest relationship, but yet I am on their ship, and you just have to get past the whole weirdness of, okay, this dude literally brought this girl up, because like Sang Sang said, she actually brought Ningzue up, if you think about it and stuff. And if you really think about all she's done for Ningzue, cleaning for him, washing him, etc and etc, Sang Sang was actually the one that brought Ningzue up, but you really don't get to see that perspective till we're close to the end, that it's actually Sang Sang that brought Ningzue up and not the other way around, or actually they brought each other up, if that makes sense. Because for a whole over 40, even 50 episodes, maybe I would say 40 plus episodes, you keep feeling like, okay, Ningzue brought up this girl, Ningzue brought up this girl, which could make people feel weirded out by the relationship, because it feels like, okay, a father and his child. But I never really got that dynamics from them. But like I said, I can get how people got that dynamics from them because of how the writing was. So that's something that I hope the writer does a better job of in season 2, so we don't have that mess happening again and stuff, and really convince us of the chemistry between Ningzue and Sang Sang and why they should be together. I mean, I'm already convinced, but convince the people who are not convinced, I guess, on why Ningzue and Sang Sang are really the end goal and need to be together. I already know why they need to be together, because she's literally his lifeline, and without Sang Sang there's no Ningzue, and without Ningzue there isn't no Sang Sang and stuff. But I know how people could have missed that message, because the writer didn't really do a good job of emphasizing that, or writing more about how they want and need each other and stuff. But she did a really good job of convincing us of why he should be with Mo Shanshan, which, like I said, kind of cancels out the whole Sang Sang relationship. So that's something I kind of had a problem with. While the story is really great and stuff, but that's a minor glitch in the system of the story, in the writing system of the story. Next thing, the rewatch value. I can definitely see myself rewatching this drama, but not now, till I'm done with season 2. And it's kind of funny, you know, when this drama actually ended on a cliffhanger. I'm just throwing that out there so you guys don't watch it and get to the end and be like, she didn't tell me it was gonna be a cliffhanger. But because I know season 2 is coming, and I knew they were already producing season 2, at the end of season 1, I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, when is this season 2 coming out, or blah blah blah. I just felt like, okay, I'm just waiting for next week to come so I can watch season 2. And so that's what it feels like. Like, even now, I'm excited for season 2, but the ending, the cliffhanger, didn't really keep me angry, because I know, now this is a hint here, because I'm not going to tell you what the cliffhanger of the end is, or how season 1 ended. But if all the characters in season 1, like the main characters in season 1, are coming back in season 2, then that should tell you everything you know about the answer of how season 1 ended. If you've watched the ending and you're wondering, did this person survive, did that person survive because of the cliffhanger, then just remember that those same characters are coming back for season 2. So what is the answer? Get it? And stuff. And I think because I already know that, the cliffhanger didn't leave that much of an impact on me that I was mad, like Princess Agents, where we don't know if a season 2 is coming out and we just hate them for that cliffhanger because we don't know if a season 2 is coming out. If a season 2 is coming out and all the leads that were supposed to be dead in season 1 are actually coming back in season 2, then we'll know that, okay, so our lead isn't dead in season 1, something's gonna happen and our lead's gonna survive, blah 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 and stuff. So I think because I know already who's coming back for season 2, the cliffhanger didn't have that huge of an effect on me, and instead I just left this drama feeling, okay, I'm just gonna wait for like 1 more year, maybe 2 more years for season 2 to come out, and I'm gonna watch it and everything's gonna be good again with the world and stuff. But that's just me though. As for rewatching it, like I said, if I'm going to go back and rewatch it right now, it's probably for like my favorite fight scenes and things like that, or just to like a week to season 1 coming back, or 2 weeks to season 1 coming back. I'll just go watch it again to remember everything that I may have forgotten in between that time. So I'll definitely watch it again like a week 2 just to remember season 1. But if a season 2 was not coming out, and let's say we ended at the cliffhanger we ended, definitely I can see myself rewatching it countless times. But because I know season 2 is coming out, I want to save the goodies for season 2. So when season 2 is about to come out, I go rewatch it again and then watch season 2. And then after I'm done with season 1 and season 2, I can go rewatch everything together, if that makes sense. But definitely the rewatch value for this is definitely high because this is a great quality work. The cinematography is awesome. This has the best CGI, and I ain't even playing. In the history of Chinese dramas, it has the best fight scenes. Like, the fight scenes in Evernight are so good that nowadays if I watch, like I was watching this drama with Irene and Zhang Bingbing, I've forgotten the name, it's currently airing, and I Will Never Let You Go. And I was watching it and there was this scene where Zhang Bingbing was fighting and I just got so mad. I'm like, this is so fake. Like, this is just annoying me because I remember how awesome and realistic Evernight's fight scenes were. Like, Evernight has set the peaks, the bar so high that if I ever watch another fight scene, I legit find myself rolling my eyes because of how ridiculous it just looks to me. And I'm like, seriously, what do you think this drama was made in the 90s? Like, why are you doing this unnecessary sound effects, unnecessary slow motion that I didn't begin for, I didn't come here for, and things like that. So Evernight has really set the bar high in terms of CGIs, in terms of the story itself, in terms of the cinematography, which it had beautiful cinematography, beautiful structures and buildings and stuff. So I really love that about Evernight. Do I recommend Evernight season 1 considering there's a season 2 coming out? Most definitely yes. Even if you don't watch season 2 of Evernight because for some reason you feel like, oh my gosh, I can only see Chen Feiyu, I don't want to take anybody else, I don't want to give anybody else a chance, I feel like you'll still be satisfied that you did not waste your time watching 60 good episodes, and you will come out feeling like, dang, this was a time well spent and stuff. And I am glad I spent my time actually watching this. I feel like my brain cells have been increased after losing all the brain cells that I lost watching all these ridiculous dramas prior to Evernight and stuff. I feel like I got all my brain cells back and stuff. So yes, definitely check out Evernight because this is a drama that really brings everything that makes it great to the table. So I definitely love that about Evernight. My final thoughts on this drama, I do wish we got more of the academic disciples, but it wasn't so little that I'm complaining or too much that it was a nuisance. It was just right, but I would have actually loved, like I said, to see more of them and setting academic disciples and just knowing more of their story, which is something that I hope is explored in season 2, especially Todd's sister's story. I want them to explore more about that in season 2. Chen Pipi's background, I want that explored more in season 2. Like, there's so much. This is one drama that you can make like 10 different branches from just that drama, because every character has something great to bring to the table, like I said, and stuff. So I think this drama is pretty good, but in the hands of a better writer, and it would be unforgettable. Right now, it's pretty unforgettable, but it will be like the peak of unforgettable with better writing / editing. It will be much more unforgettable than it even is right now. But definitely giving the writer props, not trying to take anything from her. I just feel like these are things the writer can work on in season 2. If this writer is not writing it and you're giving it to what's writer than her in season 2, then please don't do that. You might as well not give it a season 2, because I'll take this writer any day over the writer of Princess Agent or some other drama, if that makes sense. So no, I don't want this writer to be changed when I say in the hands of a better writer. I just hope that this first season has given her much experience on what to enhance, what to reduce in season 2, and what to make better. And that's what I'm looking forward to in season 2, which I am definitely looking forward to. I can't wait for it to come out. My final grade for Evernight is definitely an A. I'd give it an A+, but for the whole motion Shan Sang leaves home and situation that happened, and some little things that just ticked me wrong and stuff with the drama. But apart from that, this drama is definitely an A, which I feel like is the highest graded drama for me from 2018 and stuff. But I need to really think about the dramas from 2018 again and remember which is the best. But yeah, definitely check Evernight out. You can watch it on Viki. I'll put a link down below for where you can check Evernight out. You can also watch it on YouTube. Not sure if the YouTube version has subs though, but Viki definitely has subs and stuff. Let me know what you all think about this drama. I'm definitely going to be spending the time in between the next season coming out reading the books so I catch up. But I don't think I want to read the books to the extent where I'm already spoiled for what is going to happen in season 2. I want to leave room for surprise. So I'll probably end it where they ended season 1 before we jump into the other scene. And we all know, if you've read the book or you've been reading the spoilers, we all know who the Child of Darkness is and stuff, which wasn't really answered in season 1, but that didn't really annoy me, that fact that it wasn't really clearly answered. Yeah, you're open to your interpretations and your suspicions, but that wasn't really answered. So I'm guessing that's something we'll really answer, or that will really be answered in season 2, and I'm looking forward to that being answered in season 2. But like I said, because I know there's a season 2 and because of everything that happened in season 1, it felt like season 1 was more geared towards Ning's revenge and Ning's justice, while season 2 will now be geared towards the whole after effects of the death of the general after Ning's revenge. What is next for Ning's, because that was his whole life. He was living for this revenge. So what happens next, and how is he gonna live, and who is he really the child of hate and stuff. So that's something I'll really be looking forward to. Like I said, I already know who the child of hate was because I've seen the spoilers from the book, but it's something I'm looking forward to seeing them explore in season 2 now that he has gotten his justice and all that is out of the way. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Evernight. What did you all think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and keep being the awesome, beautiful people you are. From me to you all, you have this night in the love. Stay awesome.